Hey guys, it's David here, and today I'm playing Minecraft whilst doing a Q&A. I wanted to do a Q&A because I wanted to try and cover as many topics as I could to try and get more people to watch me, really. I don't want to be stuck in the same subject, like RuneScape or new games, whatever. So I'm trying to branch out, and most of the questions are about games, but some of them are about movies, some of them are about the legality behind games. So I'll just dive right into it. I was trying to get questions from the subs, but I don't really have enough people following me on Twitter right now, so I'm gonna put Twitter down here-ish. And if you can add me on Facebook as well, that would be wonderful, because I generally post more to Facebook than I do Twitter. So I'm going to just get right into it. Sorry about my throat, I've got a cold. What would you consider to be a good game? I think a good game has to cover a couple of criterias. Obvious ones being gameplay, graphics, replayability, and there was something else. They're the main ones. There was something else I was thinking of, but I'm lost for words. For gameplay, really, you don't want to feel bored. You want to feel involved. You want to feel as if what you're doing is affecting the game. You don't want to just feel like another person. If you're being called the hero, you want to feel like the hero. Examples of this are like Skyrim. If a dragon comes and you save the village, you have saved the village. Although the village won't be destroyed, I think that'd be quite a cool aspect. It'll certainly be the people might die, and you won't see those people, although most of the time it's not people directly affected with the quest. Now that I was saying that, I thought of a better example. Guild Wars 2. If you don't protect a certain village or a certain waypoint, you won't be able to use that waypoint until you take it back, where you have to go through a level of world events to get it back. That's a good example of good gameplay. A bad example of gameplay is like Assassin's Creed 3. And Zach is speaking to me on Skype. I shall ignore him for now. Is from Assassin's Creed. Zach is from Assassin's Creed 3. Oh my god. 2 minutes. Terrible. My Skype too busy, so yeah. Sorry about that, guys. A bad example of gameplay is from Assassin's Creed 3, where it has all these homestead crafting systems which get you tons of money. Okay, but the money doesn't do anything. You don't need the money because there's nothing in the game to buy. At the same time, you've got like collectibles, like the pages and stuff, which don't really do anything unless you're interested in the story. Which it's the American Revolution. It's not. I know it's history, but it's not. It's still kind of relatively recent history compared to like going back to like Templars, like proper Templars in Jerusalem and stuff like that. That's different. So you have to keep the gameplay, and if you're putting stuff in the game, make sure it actually has a use. I just made a wooden pickaxe. Why did I make a wooden pickaxe? But gameplay alone won't save the game. You need good graphics, and Assassin's Creed 3 does have good graphics. The sad thing about Assassin's Creed 3 is it does have good gameplay in it. I like the combat to some extent. I mean, the combat's getting a wee bit repetitive. They just keep adding stupid things that don't seem to work, or you would never really use. They added like you would roll over someone, and they made it so stupid to do, and you would only use it when you're running away. And when you're running away, you're not thinking, I'm going to roll over that guy. You just want to stay away from them, because generally they'll just shoot you if you go near them. So they've added stuff, and I've just not thought about when they would use it. Replayability. I'm going to stick with Guild Wars and Assassin's Creed to describe. Guild Wars, you got random events happening all the time. You've got the good multiplayer. Well, it's all multiplayer. You've got dungeons to grind on to get the dungeon rewards. You've got World v World, which is good. Assassin's Creed 3, there's no any replayability at all. I mean, there's the multiplayer, but if you don't want to play that kind of multiplayer, like if I'm playing a multiplayer, it's generally COD, Minecraft, or Guild Wars, RuneScape. If you don't like the multiplayer, then there's basically no replayability for you. And that's it, really. I mean, if I give you an example of a good game with Guild Wars, I mean, they took their time building it, but it worked out. The Assassin's Creed games are feeling kind of rushed. I mean, people were complaining about Dragon Age 2 only taking a year. I mean, the new Assassin's Creed Black Flag was announced to be out November sometime, and I can't remember when 3 was out, but I'm pretty sure it was out last autumn. Actually, I will check that right now. Assassin's Creed 3 release date. When did it come out? Assassin's Creed 3 came out October the 30th. And now Assassin's Creed 4 is coming out. I want the exact date. Oh, come on. Just give us the damn date, please. I'll just watch the video. Black Flag. October 29th. So there's only a year between them. And I don't really see anyone kicking up hell about that, because I'm quite worried about it. I mean, is it going to just be the same stuff? I mean, obviously they've heard all the praise from the naval missions, and they've just took that. Like, yes, people want naval missions, let's make you a pirate. Okay, but are they going to change it into the actual game? Because you can't just roam about as a pirate forever. You know, it is an Assassin's game. Are we going to get new features? We're going to get better kill system, but yeah, different video. What's your thoughts on PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720 supposedly not allowing used games? Now, I have seen articles about this, saying it's PSN is going to, no, Sony's going to lock the game. It's going to have, I don't know how it's going to work. It's probably going to be a chip or something, or a file on the game, which will lock it to your account. So you won't be able to use, like, if you want to lend a game to your mate, he won't be able to play it unless he logs in your account. So that's shit. But not only that, it's technically against the law. If you look up, I'm going to link it below, the first sale doctrine. It says basically, if you've bought the game, you have the right to do with it what, like, libraries and video rental places like Blockbuster have the right to do. And if that's the case, why they're just trying to get rid of used games completely. So they're not only going to piss off us, they're going to piss off the game, especially game. They sell you used games without you knowing it, which will be shit. You won't be able to buy used games. But it's more, if they're not letting you use used games, fine, okay, whatever. You know, shit, we can't lend our game to our mate. Fine. But does this mean you're going to lower the prices of all the games because it's getting rid of these copyrighted games or whatever? I mean, it's it's more to get rid of the copyright rather than the used games. So are the prices going to go down? Or are we going to be expected to pay 50 quid for Call of Duty Black Ops 10 9 months after it's been released? Dunno. We'll find out about that one. I don't know about the Xbox. It probably will do the same. It hasn't been announced yet. But if there's enough backlash on the PlayStation doing it, then you might find that Xbox might not do it to look like the good guys. So there's something to look into. Top favourite movies and why. I like Inception. I thought Inception was good. It's one of my favourite films. Django. I don't even need a reason to like that. It's perfect. I've heard people calling it shit, and sorry, if you think or thought Django was shit at any point, you deserve to die. And 7. I like Inception because it wasn't, as far as I remember, it was out at relatively the same time as Transformers and shit, which were just drooling retard films. Inception made you think, but at the same time it had good action and it had good actors. I seen someone making a video about Leonardo DiCaprio, like how everyone was hating on him for Titanic, and then he comes out with Inception, and then he comes out with Django, and people are, oh, I love him. Yeah, I'm one of those people. But I didn't really make fun of him for Titanic, he just seemed kind of gay. But he kind of went off the radar for a while after Titanic as well. Django, I love Christopher Waltz. Jamie Foxx, he's okay, but you had Samuel Jackson, which was, I liked his character, he was good, and again Leonardo DiCaprio. It was perfect. I love that film. 7, I don't know how many people know about 7. It was an old horror-ish kind of action film. It was more horror-ish than most horror films these days, because there's a lot of gruesome shit involved. But basically the story is, this cop has moved in from somewhere to the centre of what I believe, if I remember it correctly, is New York. And he's replacing Morgan Freeman. Oh god, what was his name? That's like a quote from the film. Wow. I honestly can't remember his name. I don't remember the character's name. But it's Brad Pitt. I don't usually like Brad Pitt, but he was good in this film. And it was really, really good. There's a lot of killing going on. There's a lot of action too. And it's not a happy ending either, which I like as well. Like, usually you're like, oh, it's a happy ending, they found the murderer. Well, they found the murderer, but that's not where it ends. It didn't end there, which I liked. Gonna scroll down a wee bit here. What would you like to see added to Minecraft? Oh my shit, what the fuck? Oh my god, skeletons. gonna bank my stuff. Bank. Bank. Quick. Before I die. No. Oh god, no. Ah. I'm gonna die. Oh my god, look at me. What a pin cushion? Oh my god. I'm gonna just have to accept it. Where am I? How do you feel? No, that's the next question, sorry. What would you like to see added to Minecraft? I'd like to see more mobs. There was talks a while back of dragons. I'd like to see the dragons added in, but in a kinda balanced way, especially. What the fuck is an army of skeletons? Especially not like the Ender Dragon, because that would just be far too OP. I'd like to see quests added, kind of like your Millionaire mod, but maybe with voices or a proper quest journal kind of thing. I don't know if they're eventually going to add that. I might have seen something about it, but I've not seen anything about it recently. All I've seen recently is the redstone update. And I was going to say an easier multiplayer, but it turns out that's what they're doing. They're doing that. They're adding something called Minecraft Realms, which is actual servers hosted by Mojang, which will be good. I'll quite like that. Hopefully that means they'll be properly monitored and stuff as well, so there'll be no hackers or whatever. So I don't know, really, you need to just wait and see, but what I personally want added is mobs and some form of quests or something to do. I know it's a sandbox game, but I'd like something to... The hell happened to this tree? I'd actually like something to do as well, like quests. How do you feel about Windows 8? I was offered Windows 8 for £15 because of my computer. I got a deal with it. And I've not got it because I'm not entirely sure what was going on, but there was talk of... I'm going to just run about until sunlight. Issues with software, like something to do with if Microsoft... No, if you're going to make software for Windows, Microsoft has to certify it with some certificate or something like that. I don't know how it all works. And then and only then will it be allowed on Windows 8. If you don't have this certificate, it won't work. So it's kind of killing indie developers. And the main thing is that Notch spoke about this because Minecraft basically started off as an indie game, so he was one of these people who was like, you could be killing these kind of games. You're trying to ruin OpenPC, stuff like that. I was saying, what the fuck? Oh my god, I built my house in the worst place ever. So that was an issue with it. And another issue is there was something to do with Windows 8. Microsoft was asking PC builders that Windows 8 be installed onto the motherboard, or the firmware be installed into the motherboard. Not a hardware expert, not sure how that all works. But the end story was it was going to cost a lot more, which we're probably going to up the prices for the PCs, which is shit. Because it works fine on hard drives as it is, so why did we need it on the... Oh my god, creepers, go away, please. Why did we need it on the motherboard? I don't know how that all works. That's, again, something I'd have to look into properly. But I don't want to go near it really, because I like how mine's look, and I know people say that you can change the look back to Windows 7, so I might switch to Windows 8 and see how it is. But if I switch to Windows 8 and then I can't use Steam, or if I switch to Windows 8 and I can't play Minecraft, then fuck it, I'm going back. Why are first person shooters so damn frustrating? I I'd say it's the kind of people. I'm gonna get blown up. I'm gonna get blown up. It's the kind of people they attract. The main FPS you can talk about is like COD. Why is COD so annoying? People tend, if they find a powerful gun, they're going to use that powerful gun. Then they'll just tell everyone they found this powerful gun, and then they'll just use this shit class. If you're wanting a feeling of like teamwork and stuff, you're probably better off playing Battlefield, which I've never played, but I'd like to, but I don't have enough people interested in it that want to play. But I know it's probably a lot better than COD. But I'm not trying to say it's the kids for a start, but there is a lot of kids on Xbox or PC now because of Minecraft attracting them all back to PC. And a lot of them just ruin the game, either through hacking or just being a dick online. And I think there's easy ways to fix this. Like, you know how that 18 plus label, maybe you want to enforce it. Like, we should be able to report people who aren't 18 and are playing the game. I mean, there's other ways to do it, I'm sure, through card authentication and stuff. And if you want to moan that there's nothing violent in COD, it doesn't matter. You still shouldn't be playing the game. Fuck you. But they won't do that. They won't fix it because it makes them money. All these kids buying the games. Mummy, can you buy me a PC so I can play Minecraft and COD? Okay. It makes them money, so they don't care. But it's not all the kids as well. You get, oh my god, this creeper just got away from my house. You generally get a lot of assholes online, and I think it's more the idea I'm better than you, and that's it really. They just want to tell you I am better than you. Fuck you, noob. It's the same when I've been playing with my friends, and we've been in a party, and I hear someone talking shit, and they'll go in the lobby and start moaning. It's like, no, just leave them. You don't feed the trolls. Or if he's not a troll, you just don't feed the idiot. It just needs more monitoring, really, as well. So why are they so frustrating? I'd say it's more the company not wanting to deal with the community. They just want to deal with the money. And the last question is best game. Actually, no, it's two questions. Sorry. Best game of 2012 or 2013. There's not been that many games out in 2013 yet, so I can't really say anything about that. 2012, I'd have to say I was gonna say Far Cry. I'd say Skyrim. I'll say I definitely played Skyrim a lot more than I played Far Cry 3. I did like Far Cry 3. There's no denying that. But I'd say it's definitely a throw up between Skyrim and Far Cry, but probably more towards Skyrim. It's just, I like the open world, I like being the brute. I like the magic. Far Cry had an interesting story, but I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but they killed off one of the main characters so early on, and then introduced a new kind of gay character. So, and what's your favourite game of all time? Ocarina of Time. Hands down. Nothing beats Ocarina of Time. The Shadow Temple is still shit scary. So that's it there. I'm not really getting anywhere in Minecraft anyway, so it's kind of boring. And my house has been blown up a few times already. So I'll leave it there. Peace.